Divorced.
Beheaded.
Died.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
Survived. And tonight, we are live! Listen up, let me tell you a story. Story that you think you've heard before.
Now you know our names and our fame and our faces. All about the glories and the disgraces. I'm done 'cause all this time was just one word in a stupid rush. So I picked up a pen and a microphone.
History's about to get overthrown. Divorced.
Beheaded.
Died.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
Survived. But just for you tonight, we're divorced, beheaded, live. Welcome to the show, to the history mix, switching up the flow as we add the remix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, raising up the roof till we hit the ceiling. Get ready for the truth that will be revealing. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're ex-wives. All you ever hear and read about is our ex and the way it ended.
Not a pay doesn't beat a wire flash. We're gonna find out how we got unfriended. Well, tonight we're gonna do ourselves justice, 'cause we're taking you to court. Every Tudor rose has its thorn, and we're gonna see him live in consort.
Divorced,
Beheaded.
Died.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
survive, but just for you tonight, we're divorced, beheaded, live. Welcome to the show, to the history mix, switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, dancing to the beat till the break of day. Once we're done, we'll start again like it's the Renaissance. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're ex-wives. My name is Catherine of Aragon, been married 24 years. I'm a paragon of royalty. My loyalty is to the Vatican, so if you try to dump me, you won't try that again. I'm that Berlin girl and I'm up next. See, I broke England from the church. Yeah, I'm that sexy. Why did I lose my head? Well, my sleeves may be green, but my lipstick's red.
Jane Seymour, the only one he truly loved.
Rude.
When my son was newly born, I died, but I'm not what I seem, or am I? Stick around and you'll suddenly see more.
Ik ben Anna of Cleves.
Yeah.
When he saw my portrait, he was like,
Yeah.
that I didn't look as good as I did in my pic. Funny how we all discussed that, but never been recently.
Prick up your ears, I'm the Catherine who lost her head.
Beheaded.
For my promiscuity outside of wedlock. Lock up your husbands, lock up your sons. Kay Howard is here and the fun's begun. 5 down and the final wife. I saw him till the end of his life. I'm the survivor, Catherine Parr. I bet you wanna know how I got this far. I said, I bet you wanna know how I got this far. Well, do you wanna know how we got this far?
Welcome to the show, to the history mix, switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. Get your hands up, get this party buzzing. You wanna be
welcome to the first ever performance from Work in Progress Theatre. My name is Phoebe Jean, the founder of this lovely little theatre company, and I will be your host for this evening. We have lots in store for you and encourage you to sit back, relax and enjoy what theatre means to us. Without further ado, our first solo performance of the night, here to perform Home from Yeston's Phantom, is the sensational Sinead Haley.
All my life I've been waiting, in my mind in a rocking chair, for my fancy to take me and I would know the time. Tick and tock went my childhood, for the sand I would know. Skin would tingle and pulse would race as they do. It's here I'm home, where music fills the air. And I'm home, where a thousand lovers cry, swoon and sigh. And I'm home, where every violin plays a treat as sweet as a honeycomb. Wherever music plays, I know I'm home. Here, where things come alive, year by year, we forget all troubled lives and delights, and each tear becomes a gentle tune or duet kept straight by a metronome. And if I'm singing, then I know I'm home, where every English horn makes me feel good I'm born, and any woodwind trill excites a thrill that's new. The giant coach obeys, the great synchronous space combine to make a perfect world, far better than what's outside dreams. I've lived within my dreams, and it seems I've awakened and they're real. Pinch and feel if one day I walk upon this stage from these wings and play underneath this dome. And if I sing with all my heart,
Wasn't that just phenomenal? Sinead has been performing since the age of 11 and is looking forward to continuing her training at a conservatoire in September. Sinead will also be originating the role of Hazel in Work in Progress's first musical, Where the Bees Fly. On to our next performance, we have the beautiful Hannah Lewis performing I Don't Know How to Love Him from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar.
I don't know how to love him.
do, how to move him. I've been changed, yes, really changed. In these past few days, when I've seen myself, I seem like someone else. I don't know how to take this. I don't see why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. And I've had so many men before in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Don't you think it's rather funny? I should be in this position. I'm the one who's always been so calm, so cool. No lovers who running every show. He scares me so. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Yeah, if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened, I couldn't go, just couldn't go. I'd turn my head, I'd back away, I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so, I want him so. I love him so.
Wow, and you will once again be able to see more of Hannah Lewis in Where the Bees Fly. Our next performance comes from Hannah Cochner. Hannah is going to be taking on our leading lady Lotta, but for tonight she's our own Mary Sunshine as Hannah performs For You, a little bit of good from the musical Chicago.
Ah There's a little bit of good in everyone, though many times it doesn't show. It only takes a taking time with one another, for under every mean veneer there's someone warm and dear. Keep looking for that bit of good in everyone. The ones you call bad are never all bad. So try to find that little bit of good. A little bit of good. There's someone warm and dear. Keep looking for that bit of good in everyone. Although you'll meet rats, they're not complete rats. So try to find that little bit.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Hannah is a music student at university and is also a very gifted flautist. Clearly a lady of many gifts. You'll be seeing more of Hannah later on, but for now we'll move on to the incredible Lila Coles. One of the younger members of Work in Progress, Lila is a 12-year-old musical theatre performer and she will be performing In My Dreams from the musical Anastasia.
They said I was found by the side of a road. There were tracks all around. It had recently snowed. In the darkness and cold, with the wind in the trees, a girl with no name and no memories but these. Rain against a window, sheets upon a bed, terrifying nurses whispering overhead. Call the child Anya, give the child a hat. I don't know a thing before that. Traveling the back roads, sleeping in the ward, taking what I needed, working when I could, keeping up my courage, foolish as it seems, at night, all alone, in my dreams, shadows call, there's a light at the end of a hall, then my dreams fade away, but I know it all will come back one day. I dream of a city beyond all compare. Is it Paris? Paris, a beautiful river, a bridge by a square, and I hear a voice whisper, I'll meet you right there in Paris. Paris. You don't know what it's like not to know who you are, to have lived in the shadows and traveled this far. I've seen flashes of fire, heard the echo of screams, but I still have this faith in the truth of my dreams. In my dreams, it's all real, and my heart has so much to reveal. Then my dreams seem to say
Well done, Lila. I think I speak for all of us when I say I'm very excited to see what Lila brings to the world of musical theatre in the future. Now, on to something different. Next, we have one of our stage managers in his first time treading the boards. We have James Crossman performing the monologue, Are You Listening?, from the cult classic, The Breakfast Club.
It is now 7:06. You have exactly 8 hours and 54 minutes to think about why you're here, to ponder the error of your ways. You may not talk. You will not move from these seats. And you will not sleep. All right, people, we're going to do something a little different today. We are going to write an essay of no less than 1,000 words, describing to me who you think you are. And when I say essay, I mean essay. I do not mean a single word repeated 1,000 times. Is that clear, Mr. Bender?
Crystal.
Good. Maybe you'll learn a little something about yourself. Maybe you'll decide whether or not you care to return.
You know, I can answer that right now, sir. That'd be no for me, because...
Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
My office, right across that hall. Any monkey business is ill-advised. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Does Barry Manilow know you rate his wardrobe?
Give the answer to that question next Saturday, Mr. Bender. Don't mess with the bull, young man, you'll get the horns.
I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much, James. We now return to musical theatre, as next we have the one and only Baron LeVay performing Stars from Les Miserables.
There, out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from God, fallen from grace. God be my witness, I never shall yield till we come face to face, till we come face to face. He knows his way in the dark, mine is the way of the Lord. Those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flames, the sword, stars in your multitudes, scarce to be counted, filling the darkness with order and light. You are the sentinels, silent and sure, keeping watch in the night, keeping watch in the night. You know your place in the sky, you hold your course and your aim, and each in your season returns and returns, and is always the same. And if you fall as Lucifer fell, you fall in flames. And so it must be, for so it is written on the doorway to paradise, that those who falter and those who fall must pay the price. me see him safe behind bars. I will never rest till then. This I swear by the stars.
Phenomenal performance. Thank you very much, Baron. Baron is a premier drag artist based in Newcastle. They will be returning to musical theatre in the upcoming years, portraying the role of Andor in Where the Bees Fly. We now return to another one of our crew members as our set designer Katie Forster shows us what theatre means to her with an art piece from Blood Brothers.
Say it's just a story.
So, did you hear the story of the Johnston twins? As like each other as two new pins, of one womb born on the self-same day, how one was kept and one given away. And did you never hear how the Johnstons died, never knowing that they shared one name, until the day they died, when a mother cried, "My own dear sons lie slain"? And did you never hear of the mother, so cruel there's a stone in place of her heart? Then bring her on, and come, judge for yourselves how she came to play this part.
Thank you so much for that, Katie. That was gorgeous. We're now going on to our interval, so pop back in 10 minutes after you've been to the loo and had a quick drink, and we will see you in the second half.
Cool, ready guys from the top? And release in the back leg on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming up 7, 8, and 1.
The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. I know the damage that this disruption is doing and will do to people's lives, to their businesses, and to their jobs. The way ahead is hard. We will immediately close all shops selling non-essential goods and other premises, including libraries, playgrounds, and outdoor gyms.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moons so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylight, in sunsets, in midnight, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life of love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 journeys to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
Truth that she learned, or in times that she cried, bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time that you sing out the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in life for a friend. Remember love. You got to remember love. Don't you know that life is a gift from up above? Share love, give love, spread love.
A very warm welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our full cast performance of Seasons of Love and that you're as excited as we are to continue with the second act. This evening we'll be kicking off our second half with a very special performance from Sam Howell. Sam fell in love with musical theatre, in particular the world of dance, during the first lockdown. I am so unbelievably thrilled to introduce their first ever performance, choreographed by Shaka Singh. Here's Sam with From Now On from The Greatest Showman.
I saw the sun begin to dim and felt that winter wind blow cold. A man learns who is there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from that rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight, let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. I drink champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praise my name. But those are someone else's dreams, the pitfalls of the man I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers, a crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight.
seeing what you do in the future. This next piece is a recital of one of my favourite characters in musical theatre. I hope you enjoy my performance of Pulled from The Addams Family.
I don't have a sunny disposition. I'm not known for being too amused. My demeanor's locked in one position. See my face? I'm enthused. Suddenly, however, I've been puzzled. Bunny rabbits make me want to cry. All my inhibitions have been muzzled, and I think I know why. I'm being pulled in a new direction, but I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm being pulled in a new direction. Through my painful pursuit, somehow birdies took root. All the things I detested, impossibly cute. God, what do I do? Mother always said be kind to strangers, but she doesn't know what they destroy. I can feel the clear and present danger when she learns that the boy has got me pulled in a new direction. But I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm being pulled in a new direction, but this feeling I know is impossible, so I'll confide that I've tried, but I can't let it go. It's disgustingly true. Pulled, pulled, pulled. Puppy dogs with droopy faces, unicorns with dancing mice, sunrise in wide open spaces, Disney World, I'll go there twice. Butterflies with picnic lunches, bunches of chrysanthemums, lollipops and pillow fights and Christmas Eve sugar plums, string quartets and chia pets and afternoon banana splits, angels watching as I sleep and Liberace's greatest hits have got me pulled in a new direction. If they keep insisting, I'll stop resisting. Just watch me pulled in a new direction. I should stay in the dark, not obey every spark, but the boy has a bite, better far than his bark, and you better bite too, and do what's truly taboo, as I pulled in a new direction.
Our next performance sees a return of Hannah Cochner and Sinead Hayling as they present to you In His Eyes from Jekyll and Hyde. This will then be followed by a very special performance of Burn from the musical Hamilton by Shaka Singh. Shaka recently finished playing Anne of Cleves in the UK tour of Six the Musical and has been kind enough to offer her time and talent to Work in Progress. So thank you, Shaka, and I hope you enjoy the following performances.
I sit and watch the rain and see my tears run down the window pane.
I sit and watch the sky and I hear it breathe a sigh.
I think of him, how we were,
and when I think of him, then I remember.
In his eyes I can see
that's where I'll be safe, I know.
Safe in his arms, close to his heart.
But I don't know quite where to start.
By looking in his eyes, will I see beyond tomorrow?
By looking in his eyes, will I see beyond the sorrow that I feel?
Will his eyes reveal to me promises for life?
But he can't conceal from me the love in his eyes.
I know they're his
They're like an open book, his
most of all
eyes that
hypnotized me. If I poise, I will walk away and gladly.
But sadly, I'm not wise. It's hard to tuck away the memories that you prize.
Love is worth forgiving for.
Now I realize everything worth living for is there in his eyes.
Love is worth forgiving for. Now I realize everything worth living for
Is there
I saved every letter you wrote to me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when she saw your first letter arrive? She said, be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I read in the letters you wrote to me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign of when you were mine. The world seems to burn, burn. You published the letters she wrote to you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said you were married and Icarus has flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive you. Erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. I'm watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit a right to my heart. You forfeit a place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead, with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you
And again, a massive thank you to Hannah, Sinead and Shaka for those iconic performances. This brings us on to a very special part of the evening. As I assume you all know, Work in Progress Theatre's first production will be a new musical called Where the Bees Fly, and tonight we are premiering 3 songs from the show for the very first time. With music and lyrics by yours truly, Where the Bees Fly is the time-travelling eco-musical that follows the story of Lotta as she tries to save the planet with the help of her history teacher Andor and teenage activist Hazel. The first piece from Where the Bees Fly you'll hear this evening is Silent Riot. Taken from the first act, this shows Hazel, played by Sinead Hayling, as she encourages her peers to take up the fight to save the planet. This will then be followed by I'll Be Alright, which will be performed by Hannah Kopner as she portrays Lotta, preparing to travel into the past to 2017. The final piece will be Escape the Mind, performed by Baron LeVay. This shows the darker side of Andor as he attempts to lead Lotta astray. Everyone in the cast and crew has worked so hard on this, and we really look forward to sharing more with you soon. So, without further ado, may I present, for the first time ever, Where the Bees Fly.
Control me. I will fight for the right to leave a legacy. They can keep their 30 pieces, it won't buy us cleaner air. Those are the actions of the ones who do not care. This is a war against our own kind, and we simply have to win. Can't you feel the pressure rising as the moment begins? So I'll make them all listen, scream at the top of our lungs. They've gotta face us sometime, there's nowhere left to run. Let's start a riot underground. They can't stop us if we don't make a sound. Let's start a riot for days to come. Whilst everyone's looking out for number one, the dark days are done. The dark days are done. is flashing right before our eyes. On the brink of revolution, yet we're all paralyzed. We're the youth that won't be broken. There's a voice you've got to hear. Or why don't we just sit and watch the whole world disappear? So I'm begging you to listen. I'll scream my message night and day. After it gets through to you that we are not okay. Punch through the walls of the complacent. Take no prisoners when we're done. They're fighting us tonight. There's a war to be won. Let's start a riot underground. They can't stop us if we don't make sound. Let's start a riot for days to come, while everyone's looking out for number one. The dark days are done. The dark days are done. And it's ringing loud and clear. Let's start a riot underground. They can't stop us if we don't make a sound. Let's start a riot for days to come, while everyone's looking out for number one. Let's start a riot underground. They can't stop us if we don't make a sound. Let's start a riot for days to come, while everyone's looking out for number one. The dark days are done.
If I were to leave, to gracefully depart, I promise I'll be sleeping in a kingdom of stars. I'll write to you weekly, so we never really say goodbye. And I promise you that I'll be alright. So even though you're miles away, I still hold you close. Memories never fade away, just like the letters you wrote. So even when I miss you, which is almost all the time, I promise you that I'll be alright. For our home is evergreen, the door is always open to you. It really doesn't matter if it's September or June. There's happy times aplenty, and we've always room to spare. Anything to show you that I care. So even though you're miles away, I still hold you close. Memories never fade away, just like the letters you wrote. So even when I miss you, which is almost all the time, I promise you that I'll be alright. Because you've got to find your own way. Because the world gets stranger every day. So when it feels like forever and you're way too far from home, just remember why you chose to roam. So even though you're miles away, I still hold you close. Memories never fade away, just like the letters you wrote. So even when I miss you, which is almost all the time, I promise to you that I'll be alright. So please promise me that you'll be alright.
There's a life to lead, and it's far beyond these walls, where the grass is green, the trees are real and tall. We can save ourselves and leave the rest behind. The ordinary, unwanted, they're complacent and blind. You say you're a thinker. Well, I am one of the best. Do you possess the talent? I'll put you to the test. There's a voice in your head, and it's not scared of the dark, the unknown, the untouched. It's a thrilling place to start. Let me see, I can tell for the believers like you and I. We can escape the mind. Are you ready for adventure? If you are, then step on board. If not, that's fine. Just close your mind to a world you adore. I said, are you ready for adventure? There's no better place to start. Just close your eyes, put your hand in mine. I swear on us all, there are answers on board. Say goodbye to cozy cottages, but adieu to all that's past. This is the part of the story that's going to last. I know it seems strange, intriguing, yet untoward, and still you're curious for more. I know the answers are out there. What we've left is a small price to pay. The sinners and the outcasts, here's where they come out to play. No, you'll turn to left. Come on, give it a try. Follow my lead. We can't escape the mind. We can't escape the mind. We can't escape the mind.
And that was the first ever snippet of Why the Bees Fly. All that's left to say is thank you for joining us this evening, and I hope you've enjoyed this evening as much as we have putting it all together. Now, this would usually be the part of the evening where you're told to have a safe journey home. However, before we move on to our finale, I do have a couple of thank yous to make. First and foremost, to Tom Feyerabend, who has edited this entire program together as we moved into the digital age. Lots of people, including myself, have no idea how to work tech, so really we would be lost without you, Tom. Thank you so much. My second thank you is actually to my university flat, who can probably hear me saying this at the moment. So I'm in my first year of university, and the support and the wonderful people I've met it's been absolutely astounding. So thank you to my flat for putting up with me filming in the hallway, and thank you for doing ensemble tracks and just being genuinely wonderful, wonderful people, and putting up with my madness in starting a theatre company. So, with COVID-19, theatre has gone virtual, and with that in mind, we would like to show you what theatre means to us. So please enjoy from everyone at Work in Progress Theatre. You will be found from Dear Evan Hansen.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you would fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can.
dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
So when the sun comes streaming in, you reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
There's a place where you don't have to feel alone. And every time that you call out, you're a little less alone.
If I only say that word,
All across the silence, your voice is heard.
I love musical theatre. It makes me happy and gives me confidence, and I can't wait to get back at it once COVID's over.
I've always loved music, but what really draws me to musical theatre is the ability to express myself as well as having fun.
Theatre to me is creating something truly wonderful and individual with some of the people that I care about most.
Theatre is a sense of belonging like no other. Connecting, inspiring, engaging, communicating. I literally could not see my life without